Andy Murray's debut as TV pundit the other day delivered a moment of much hilarity. In studio, Tim Henman asked his fellow Brit who would win if there were a poll to determine which of them was more boring. Murray allowed himself a little smile, and droned in his now signature style that it would be a close call. The clip, as is common lexicon these days, went viral. What didn't get quite as much attention is a telling observation Murray made in the same TV studio. He'd been watching Novak Djokovic play in the early rounds and was convinced that the demons that had so clouded over the great Serb since he won the French Open in 2016 to complete the set of 4 majors, had been slayed. Even as the prospect of another Roger Federer vs Rafael Nadal summit clash got millions tingling with excitement around the world, Murray went on a limb to let the tennis world know, look closer at the Joker. He is mended. Novak Djokovic breezed through his quarter-final meeting with Kei Nishikori, winning 6-3, 3-6, 6-2, 6-2. Reuters, I think Novak could beat both of them, Nadal and Federer. Whether it happens or not, I don't know, but he's playing really well, said Murray. He said the mental side has been difficult for him. Maybe he suffered from a slight dip in motivation, which is completely understandable after winning all 4 slams. It takes an incredible amount out of you. It looks like he's back to where he wants to be. It wouldn't surprise me if he went on to win the tournament. Now, there's few on the modern tennis treadmill that get Djokovic quite as well as Murray does. They were born within days of each other in 1987 and have known and played against each other since they were teenagers. Since 2006, they have clashed 36 times as professionals, and Murray has been on the wrong end of the result on 25 of those occasions. They are contrasting personality types: Djokovic, the ebullient imp, and Murray, the self-confessed boring recluse. Friends they may not be, but there's very little about each other's craft as tennis players they do not fathom. Andy Murray won't be surprised if Novak Djokovic went on to win the tournament. On Thursday, even as Federer succumbed to an inspired Kevin Anderson and Nadal survived a ferocious assault from Juan Martín del Potro, Djokovic dismantled Kei Nishikori on center court in 4 sets. He hit more winners, 40-29, and fewer unforced errors, 21-34, to overcome the feisty Japanese, also finding his feet back on the circuit after injury problems. In 5 matches so far, the 3-time Wimbledon champion has conceded just a couple of sets, and the signs are all there that he's back where he wants to be, as Murray noticed. Having reached the final at Queen's in the build-up to Wimbledon before falling to Marin Cilic, Djokovic is now functioning smoothly on the grass and appears visibly to have rediscovered what John McEnroe describes as the fire in his belly. In the clash against Nishikori, Djokovic rode with the umpire over being warned for bouncing his racket, chiding him for not cautioning Nishikori for a similar offense. He unleashed throaty come-ons from time to time, glared menacingly at his box, and received 2 violations. In the third-round clash against homeboy Kyle Edmund, Djokovic accused the crowd of being partisan after he was booed. Not only has the verve and vigor returned to his play, the fiery competitiveness that made him one of modern sport's most compelling athletes is showing up again. I like the level of tennis that I'm playing on right now, Djokovic said after defeating Nishikori. I really do. I think with the performances I've had, I deserve to be in the semifinals. I don't want to stop here. I hope I can get a chance to fight for a trophy. Djokovic hasn't won a trophy, any trophy, for over a year now, and if he is to end that drought, a familiar stumbling block awaits on Friday. Nadal and Djokovic have clashed an astonishing 51 times over their storied careers, and unlike Murray, who he has dominated, Djokovic only shades this head-to-head 26-25. Among those have been some of the modern era's most bewitching contests, including the Wimbledon final in 2011 that the Serb won in 4 sets. After a torrid run on grass over the last few years, Nadal has found a spunk again that delivered him 2 titles on these lawns. The near 5-hour joust against El Potro may have drained him, especially as it comes on the back of a draining clay court season, but the Spaniard has displayed multiple times in the past that he has an endless reservoir of competitive fuel. There will be no secrets between the men, and both will arrive on court expecting to replicate the pugilism that has defined their contests in the past. And Andy Murray will be watching. He reckons Djokovic can beat Nadal. He reckons Djokovic can win the tournament. He reckons the Novak Djokovic the world learned to admire is back where he belongs. Who are we to doubt? Updated date, July 12, 2018, 4:59 p.m.